Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Thursday, September 3rd, 2015. Here in the Lynn-Body-Mind, it's me, Ra, also Luce, Pan, and Glenn. In the Jamie Body-Mind, we have Black Wolf and Asha, other teammates and other aspects of the physical dimension, all of us in the physical dimension in some level of size or another, all of us in the subatomic, the way you people think of us.
That's true.
In asking for instructions as to the videoed portion of today's assignment, nothing specific comes other than interdimensional communication issues.
That's true.
So with that as our awareness, we'll go with the foundational assignment to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now, to manifest the divine plan right now. In other words, to trigger the awakening right now. The data clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart right now. The data also showing it's not going to happen without a successful interdimensional partnership.
That's true.
And with that, it begins. I feel like Ra, and again I have the sensation that someone is questioning us.
That's true.
And they're asking about this, they're calling it a bonfire.
Yes, that's true.
Why are you having a bonfire? What we're doing is a self-cleansing technique. We've been working on our lie patterns, our unique and shared lie patterns.
That's true.
The things that we have been taught during our formative years that are actually incorrect and that are holding us back, and
That's
we
true.
went through an exercise this morning to gather them up, and we're clearing them out of our workspace, and while we're doing it, we're burning them so that we aren't sending lies into someone else's workspace.
That's true.
And we're just flame throwing up our entire shared pillar so that we clear our entire pillar of these lies.
That is true.
He's saying, what about those there? They must be not burning. I don't.
It's
What's he
true.
pointing to?
I see a little pile of what looks like shipping crates in a corner.
Well, it's important to notice what these are.
That's true.
Let's put these crates onto the cars that we are running with the cables.
That's true.
And attempt to discern, just in the process of getting those crates on the cars, whose they are.
That's true.
Whose lies are these? It feels like they might be Glenn's.
That's true.
All right. It's possible that these are some lies of Glenn's childhood, things that
That's
he
true.
was taught that seem so true to him that he is having a hard time believing that they aren't true.
That's true.
And this, of course, is the type of thing that hinders us and creates prejudice patterns and bigotry patterns.
That's
because
true.
there are things that we were taught in our formative years, and we perhaps were taught by experience.
That's true.
It doesn't have to be taught by others.
That's true.
And we have come to believe that they are true in a way that is incorrect.
That's true.
It does seem to be along those lines.
Yes,
He's saying,
that's
these
true.
are things that I know
Know
from
to be
personal
true.
experience.
That's true.
You know how we find out what's true?
We
Is
burn
we
it.
just burn it.
That's
Let's
true.
just burn it. Let's burn it.
Burn it.
Are you willing?
Yes.
He's willing.
He's willing.
Okay, let's just torch it
Torch it.
and see what happens.
What's untrue burns.
And what's true is changed in some way.
That's
Let's
true.
stretch, merge, and burn. And let's intend to burn our entire workspace.
That's true.
It's like a big fire going through the end of the line outpost.
That's
Whoosh!
true.
And then it gets to the transport portal and it goes out there. I wonder
That's
why
true.
that is. Well, it doesn't seem wrong that the fire goes out.
That's true.
Maybe they're in the middle of some other process.
That could be.
Betty Jean, if we get eye contact, no,
Yeah.
she's very focused on something. She
That's
looks up
true.
and says, "No, it's fine. And we're working on something." And she looks very focused.
That's true.
Okay, we won't disrupt you.
That's true.
And Sylvie looks very focused
That's
too.
true.
Let's pulse the rest of these
Pulse.
ashes out of here and see what's left of those crates of Glenn's. I don't feel anything,
don't feel anything left.
It just
That's
feels
true.
like it's all gone to ash.
Gone up. That's true.
Okay.
Pulsing, clearing.
It doesn't
the air.
feel like Glenn is convinced of that would apply in other situations, but he does acknowledge that those crates burned, so
That's true.
they weren't true, as it turns out.
That's true.
Well, let's ask the questioner, do you see any other crates that are hidden from our view? It's hard to see our own stuff, and
That's
after a
true.
while working with friends we really like, it's hard to see their stuff too.
That's true.
But you're new to our group. Do you see any other boxes, other crates?
There are some.
Over there,
Yeah,
stacked
true.
against the wall.
That's true.
These don't feel like... You know what? These might be Paul's.
Oh, that could be.
They feel...
It could be Paul's.
Yes.
That's true.
Well, we can burn them. We don't
can
need
burn
Paul's
them.
lies.
That's true.
Childhood lies.
Filling
sitting
up the
around.
room.
Right.
That's true.
And it's not doing Paul any good to have them.
That is true.
Unless he's... You know what? Let's just let him know. Paul, look. Hey, Paul. Hey,
Paul.
Hey, hey, hey. Woohoo!
Yeah, he's going, yeah, burn those.
Okay.
Burn those.
Oh, I, Luce, just really love this exercise.
My Black Wolf
feels
love
so great.
burning.
Whew. Stretch, merge, burn. I, Pan, still find this exercise a little unsettling.
That makes
I have to
sense.
say honestly.
Given your affiliation with wood.
Right.
That's true.
Friend from above.
Yes.
Are there any other crates that you can see?
There are some higher up in the pillar.
Oh, okay, good. So
I see
not
those.
this floor is empty?
This floor's... He's not pointing to any on this floor, and I don't
so
feel
let's
any
go
on
to
this
that one,
floor.
and that seems to do with this neck sensation. It's a
That's
constriction
true.
point. What do I know? I know that point is an exchange point between the higher dimensions and the physical dimensions.
That's true.
So it's a common constriction point, and we've been getting signals there for, I don't know, 12 hours or so.
That's true. Ooh. And there are lots of boxes up
lots
there.
of boxes.
Lots of boxes up there.
They taste like the errors that we were making or working with over the weekend, where our higher soul aspects of selves are messing up, and
Right, that's true.
we have a hard time believing that it's our upstairs configuration of self that's making most of the mistakes.
That's true.
But yet that's the truth of it, and so that's what these probably are.
That's true, and there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. I seem to have my fair share
I
of
have
these.
my fair share.
It's interesting. I feel like Luce now, and I feel like so many of my experiences in the physical dimension have been so miserable.
That's true.
Feeling like I'm caught in one of those iron maidens, the spikes coming in on me.
That's true.
And I see how many of these untruths at this particular constriction has to do with that in some way, shape, or form.
That's true.
I guess it makes sense. It has to do with our prejudices of what life is like in the physical dimension.
Oh, that's true.
And each situation is unique, just like every pool is unique.
That's true.
Every physical presence is unique. And
That's true.
coming into a body, it is kind of like diving into a pool or jumping into a pool,
That's
swimming
true.
pool. And each one is unique.
That's true.
Some need more chlorine, some need less. Some are fiberglass, some are concrete.
That's true.
Some are salt pools, some are straight chlorine pools. And what's true for one might not be true for
another.
others. And
That's
that we
true.
form our opinions based on the pools that we've had exposure to.
That's true.
And that's just how it is.
That's true.
And when some of us have very little experience in the physical dimension, our opinions are skewed by too small a sample.
That's true.
Ra is here, and he wants to say something, and he's
Yes.
saying that's not the point. It's not about sample sizes. The point is about each pool being unique, every
That's true.
situation being unique. And to not generalize, he says that basing beliefs on sample sizes is in fact to generalize, and that is what the instructions are to avoid.
That's true.
Avoid generalizations.
That's
They're
true.
dangerous. Every person is unique. Every situation is unique.
That's true.
We've asked this person, do you see anything else that would be useful for us to get rid of? Anything else that's hindering communication?
There's something even higher than this
I see that.
room. And it's smaller. It looks like coming to a point like the Eiffel Tower, like the top of a lighthouse.
I see that. Ooh, now I start to see toes singeing or getting really hot.
Yeah, it's
people's
true.
toes going, ow, ow, ow.
That's true.
All right, well, so someone up there.
That's true. I feel that.
Let's ask this our new friend. Does he see anything else beneath that floor where the toes are? Anything else beneath that floor where the toes are that's hindering communication? Like above that toe where the floors are, I can see a lot. I mean, I can see it from here.
That toe where the floors are.
Oh, wow.
Probably a larger physical
Fascinating.
presence.
It is.
That's
A
true.
much larger physical
Right.
presence.
There are
Oh,
multiple floors
fascinating.
inside one toe.
That's true.
That's true.
Oh, a really big
A
physical
really big
presence.
physical
oh,
presence.
very cool.
That's true. Got it.
Got it. I start to see the person now.
I do too. Male.
Male.
That's true.
Little chubby or out of shape.
Yeah.
Plump.
And
Flabby.
sad.
Very sad.
That's true.
This big presence feels very much like a do-nothing, like someone who isn't accepting any responsibility whatsoever for the disaster of his life,
That's true.
and is simply blaming the world around him.
That's true.
Okay, here we go again. Stretch, merge, and burn. Well, we recall that what we are to do is to reach through this physical presence to the non-physical associated with him, not to get stuck
That's
in this
true.
swimming pool, so to speak,
That's true.
of self-pity. It just definitely feels like a pool of self-pity, but to reach through that pool of self-pity to wiser minds above the pool of self-pity and see what we can get going in terms of effective interdimensional communication.
That's true.
And working as a team to manifest the divine plan right now, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do.
That's true.
My story is that our visitor is from the non-physical levels associated with this really big being.
That's my story too.
Okay. He seems fascinated by our process.
That's true.
Yeah.